You live bitter. You live resentful. You live in fear. And you're not happy. You'll die sooner. You'll become depressed. You'll be another statistic. And I don't want that to fucking happen to you because I care about you. Even though I don't know who you are. I cannot see your face. I have seen too many men close themselves off and become isolated because of this fear. I am telling you, there are women out there that you can heal that pain, that trauma, that insecurity. And you can honestly go toward love. And I'm not talking about fucking fake Disney bullshit. I'm talking about true unconditional love. The true love that a mother has for her son, that a father has for their daughter.
Redpill, everything wrong with Redpill. Exposed. He's exposing the Redpill, guys. Now, if you look down here, just to prepare you, 851 likes, 1.3 thousand dislikes. That should already prepare you, right, for his take.
Don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lies comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love.
Now, to start with this video, we already see a mistake in the spelling of distinguish. So just like you see that mistake there, you're going to see a lot of mistakes, in my opinion, in his arguments he gives about why the red pill is wrong. We are going to play a drinking game here. Now, this is, again, whatever your choice of drink is, whether it's water, coconut water, all that, alcohol. But here's how we're going to be able to sit through some of this. Here's the rules. 1, you have to take a drink whenever you cringe. 2, you have to take a drink whenever he shames men.
Click away from this video if you consider yourself deep into the red pill. I'm not trying to convince you because there is no logic, reason, or anything I can do to convince you to really change your mind.
Just in case you caught that, there's nothing he can do. There's no logic he can use to convince you, if you're red-pilled, to change your mind. I agree with him because the logic has pointed us a certain way for a reason. So he's right. There is no way he can logically argue. He didn't even realize he just already gave us the argument in the start there. There's no way he can logically sway any man that's red-pilled back. But what he can try to do is emotionally shame you. He can use you emotional language. He can use female language to try to shame you back on the plantation. Because I do agree with him already. He cannot logically talk you back out if you've seen the red pill. You can't swallow that blue pill again. The logic, he just can't logically do it. He's going to have to try to emotionally try.
However, if you've been introduced to the red pill and like some things about it, but there's another aspect where there seems to be bitterness, hatred, and a lack of love. And I'm not talking fairy tale love. I'm talking about lasting, true love with a woman that you desire, that you want to build a life with, connection. And this video may be for you because this video is not for views. It's not for popularity. I don't care how many views it gets. I don't care how many people watch it. If just one person is on the fence of red pill and is considering the negative effects that it may have on him, that it adopted this new world view and believing that women are this type of way that just doesn't make sense, that you're listening to your inner voice in your heart saying that that's not the truth and you know it, but you're not sure what is, then by the end of this video, I'm going to convince you that red pill is not the right way to go. It has good intentions, but it goes about it the wrong way.
Hey, spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert. By the end of this video, he indeed does not convince you that red pill is the wrong way to go. He just does not. In fact, that's why we can pull that back up again. 851 upvotes, 1.3 thousand downvotes, and he has 60,000 subscribers. So you got to think a lot of these guys have been subscribers for a while. They want to, give them the upvotes. That's just a horrible ratio. So, spoiler alert, he does not convince. Doesn't convince anyone.
It was also not about men's issues like rape culture, suicide, the level of depression in men, what's happening to men in divorce courts. I agree actually with Redpill with all of that. That when it comes to men's rights, that we're not treated as equals, that there's a lot of things that we kind of brush under the rug. I'll link a video down below from Fox News he goes over all those different statistics, and there's plenty of information out there. This video is specifically designed to talk about Redpill in the context of dating and relationships, something I have years of expertise working with hundreds of clients, women and men alike. The reason you're not watching and everything right with Redpill and everything right with these different companies is because I'm not here to make videos to create a mental masturbation where you disagree with everything I say. Part of Pinnacle Men is taking full responsibility and going toward the truth of life. And as someone who's been through the Redpill philosophy and saw the merits of it and how it benefits your life, and also the downsides, I want to challenge you to find the truth. And the things that make you feel uncomfortable inside, that you just brush under the rug, there may be some truth to it. So just keep an open mind.
All right, now he did say keep an open mind, and I'm going to flash that right back at him if he ends up watching this video, to keep an open mind. And what I wanted to be fair and show that first part, because I think that is important, is that he did bring up the real injustices or whatnot. I mean, he really gleaned over them, but he brought up the injustices that men face in society. So then he goes, this is just specifically about the dynamics between men and women. So I wanted to make it, be fair that he at least distinguished, the two. But that to me is probably one of the most important points, is understanding and taking that into effect of how the society treats men. Because like we talk about a lot, when you have biased courts, they're all out to get men. The leverage all comes to the woman in the relationship. And then when you have society and culture shaping the way it is, praising single mothers, praising divorcees, Cardi B WAP, the most disgusting thing you can get. Even the TradCon Tommy talking about how all men are trash. Okay, when you have the laws in court systems set up legally against men, like he acknowledges, and then you have society and culture praise women and let hypergamy run rampant, that is very, very crucial and important as to why men ingest the red pill and then decide to go MGTOW, because those are super important. So this guy who said keep an open mind, if you happen to see this, you have to dig into that more and understand how the psychology of having that leverage, having culture and society all over, supporting you if you're a woman and all against you if you're a man, that plays into why so many men are going, yeah, it's not worth it. So that's a huge factor that he can't just gloss over. You have to dig in. And when I dug in, a lot of you guys helped me. When I dug into the legal system, that made it all clear to me. Because then I thought, okay, all the game in the world, you still could get in trouble, because if she has leverage, that's something she can use on you. And that brought it all together for me. So that's super important. He has to understand that, or else, he's not going to understand why people continue to walk away and why Red Pill is so big.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
All right, we're going to skip quite a bit now from this video. I just wanted to be fair and show that.
Doing deep psychological work, looking at deep emotions as to why what really happened to you, why it really happened. That maybe it wasn't female nature, maybe it was something in your control. Maybe it was the way you were feeling that caused it. The red pill.
All right, guys, there you go. Drink you to shame men. Maybe anything wrong that's happened in relationships was your fault as a man. Now, I definitely agree. There's always ways you can self-improve. There's always ways you can grow. But when you look at this as a whole widespread data thing, we know it's not every single guy's all their fault. No, the statistics of up to 80% of divorces basically filed by women, it's all men's fault all across the way. He shamed men. We got to drink to that.
There's a perfect analogy or metaphor for someone who's a compensatory narcissist or someone in the red pill that may make sense to you, that really will suss out exactly what's going on here. And that metaphor is someone who is walking on stilts. If someone was walking on stilts, would they not be envious of the people that are able to walk on their legs alone? even if they seem above those people and those people seem ordinary? Are you not bound to carry pent-up rage toward people walking so effortlessly because somehow they have made you afraid to walk without them? They do not have to do something to impress one way or another and are free to be average. And so you call them cucks, betas, and simps because deep down, they don't need something extra. They can go toward love without fear and feeling superior.
You teach me and I'll teach you.
Beta on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Beta on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Dr. Bruce Lipton wrote The Biology of Belief, and he talked about how trauma creates a worldview and literally changes our neurons in our brain, and that our brain is the ultimate survival mechanism, right? We go into an environment, and it says, what do I need to do to survive? Where are the threats, and where are the things that will give me value for survival? And part of the threat is becoming isolated from the tribe or having your heart broken. They're one and the same. And potential value is going toward a girl for procreation, having worked with plenty of people just like you who have this original source of pain. And knowing that whenever pain occurs, from my own experience, that when I've been heartbroken, that you want to close yourself off to opening up, that you think the problem was that you weren't manly enough, that you were too weak, that you were a beta. When the truth of the matter is, maybe you had a lower sense of self-esteem, so you attracted a girl into your life that didn't treat you right. And just because no one else out there that you can see has this ideal love doesn't mean it doesn't exist because you haven't had it.
Okay, so he says, he tries to say just because you have had a bad experience doesn't mean it's true. But he does a Freudian slip here and says, just because no one you know has had the ideal love. So listen again for this as he tries to convince you to get back on the plantation.
Maybe you had a lower sense of self-esteem, so you attracted a girl into your life that didn't treat you right. And just because no one else out there that you can see has this ideal love doesn't mean it doesn't exist because you haven't had it. Look,
just because no one else out there that you can see has this ideal love.
And just because no one else out there that you can see has this ideal love doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yes. Yes. Now we're getting somewhere. He claims just because you can't see it, just because you haven't seen this love that he speaks of, just because you don't know anybody that has, and just because you can go online and find thousands upon thousands upon thousands of other stories of men that have also been tricked and thought they could find it and they haven't found it. Just because of all of that, he wants you to ignore all of that and open yourself up to love. Ignore it all. Open yourself up to love, guys. Open your wallet up. Open your house up. Open your car. Then have children and open them up to the chance of being taken away from you. But you got to open up to find love, guys. You just got to do it. It gets a little bit worse.
Brain is the ultimate fucking survival mechanism. Survival, not thrival. It doesn't care if you're happy. But I am telling you, there are beliefs within you that are false, that you've adopted to protect yourself. For protection. You live bitter. You live resentful. You live in fear. And you're not happy. You'll die sooner. You'll become depressed. You'll be another statistic. And I don't want that to fucking happen to you because I care about you. Even though I don't know who you are. I cannot see your face. I have seen too many men close themselves off and become isolated because of this fear. I am telling you, there are women out there that you can heal that pain, that trauma, that insecurity. And you can honestly go toward love. And I'm not talking about fucking fake Disney bullshit. I'm talking about true unconditional love. The true love that a mother has for her son, that a father has for their daughter.
All right, guys. Man, if only I wasn't able to stop this video and break it down. A lot of, people watching on these videos, when he puts that video out, they might just let certain things slip by. But hold on here. Hold on. He's not talking about the Disney love, guys. He's not talking about that crap, that Disney love. What he is talking about is that unconditional love. Now we know he's an absolute crazy person.
Oh my God, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I'd find you.
Yeah.
The unconditional love. Because, yeah, some people could argue about the love thing that you can have love, a woman can be in love with you, but we all know it's conditional. It's about how you provide for her. And you know what? That's just part of it. We get it. It's part of the biology. But for him to try to put this one over on you, not the Disney love, you can find unconditional love. And, oh, I hope he didn't think that I would let this pass on him.
Honestly, go toward love. And I'm not talking about fucking fake Disney bullshit. I'm talking about true unconditional love. The true love that a mother has for her son, that a father has for their daughter.
True unconditional love. And here are his two examples. Like a mother has for her son. We completely agree. In fact, most people in the Red Pill community pretty much say that the only person that could love you unconditionally, the only woman that could love you unconditionally is your mother or your family members like that. And again, we also know that that doesn't happen for everyone. I got a wonderful mother. I got lucky in that way. But that is unconditional love from your mother, like he brings up. You can say the father to his children, the unconditional love. Yes, funny that he didn't bring up the unconditional love that a wife shows her husband. He had to bring up mother loving her son. I agree with that, but he's trying to convince us that you can find unconditional love with a woman that's not your mother. That's just nonsense. Women would even agree with this. It's nonsense. Ask what happens if you lose your job. Do you think any woman's like, oh, you know what? It's totally fine. I love you unconditionally. Don't even worry about it. We're totally fine. It's like, come on, man. And you know who else loves you unconditionally? A dog. A dog can love you unconditionally. So, a mother could love her son unconditionally. I agree. A father could love his daughter unconditionally. I agree. A dog could love his owner unconditionally. A dog can love a man unconditionally. But don't bring in that nonsense that women can love a man unconditionally in that romantic way. That is the Disney nonsense you just talked about. Come on, man. Come on.
I hope you're starting to see the truth of the matter at hand.
Hey, guys. I hope you're seeing the truth. Here's the question, guys. You know we got to throw a Prince quiz in here. Prince quiz here. Here's the pop quiz for you. His name is Josh, by the way. At least I think. Pretty sure it's Josh. Did Joshy here show you the truth about the red pill? One, we have yes. You can put this in the put in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. 1 is yes. I'm totally enlightened now. He totally showed you the truth. 2, no. 3, no, and he's a total beta-mon. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.